We going live and on set. You got a song you really want that. Got a song you really want that. Got a song you really want that. We going live and on set. You got a song you really want that. Got a song you really want that. Got a song you really want that. We going live and on set.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Live and UnTAPT episode 2.
What's up?
I'm Brandon, aka Invasion, and that is Jams. Jams, what's going on?
What's going on, y'all? It's Jams, owner of WJMS Radio. Happy to be here. Excited. Let's get this thing started. Our special guest for today is musical recording artist Richie Valentino. I'm so excited right now. Richie's currently on his way to the studio, Square Recordings right now, and he's going to be joining us live for our amplified segment from the recording studio. So you guys are in for a treat for that.
Yeah, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe to our IG channel, which is at live.untapped. And we're going to get started with our very first segment, which is Drafted. Jamie, what's Drafted all about?
Drafted is where music and artists or music producers come on the show and tell us about a song that they are currently working on, followed by a live performance of what they have so far. And then we give them a little bit of feedback.
All right. And our drafted artist for today is 𝗥𝗏𝗯. And he's a songwriter, music producer, and a multimedia artist from Queens, New York. Music is a deep-rooted construct in his life, his mode of exploration and expression. The journey started in Queens, but he's been fortunate enough to grow up, live in, and experience the rich culture found all over NYC. Most importantly, shaped by it. From Hollis to the Heights, Flushing to Fort Greene, Pelham to Canal, 𝗥𝗏𝗯 acknowledges the debt he owes the city and those places, and the people all throughout. He strives to do good, make good, remember, and be remembered in return. So ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for 𝗥𝗏𝗯. How you doing, 𝗥𝗏𝗯? What's good?
What's going on, y'all? I'm good. Thanks for having me, man.
All right, 𝗥𝗏𝗯, are you in Queens right now? Where are you joining us from?
Nah, so actually, yeah, I'm originally from Queens, but joining y'all from the city, Midtown, where I currently reside.
Okay.
Yeah, and just, been all over. So right now, it's right here.
All right. So I think we're about to find out more about the song that you're currently working on, because I know you're working on a lot of different things. But go ahead, Jamie. Let's find out more about 𝗥𝗏𝗯.
All right. So my first question to you is, who is one of your biggest inspirations?
Oh, man. I mean, I don't want to give a long-winded answer, but I'm going to go back and say musically, like production-wise, I really look up to the likes of Hit Boy, of Premier, of just those, classic beats that just hold you, right? And then, to couple with that, obviously 𝗟𝗏𝗯 and Good Kid are just two albums that, I always got a reference for like a massive amount of inspiration. And of course, J. Cole, just being from Queens, I actually grew up a stone's throw away from St. John's. And, just growing up with the legend of Cole and seeing him evolve to now. So, I mean, those are like massive inspirations in the realm of music for me, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, since you produce, write, and perform your own like songs, like which do you normally start with? Is it the beat or the lyrics? Like, what is your process?
Dang, man, that's like the age-old question. It's like chicken and egg type thing. It's really awesome that like I've actually, I've had conversations like with my friends and my sister and all these people about like what comes first. To be honest though, I think what's easiest is just coming up with a beat, an instrumental first. But I'm always writing, man. Like I just always have my notes app open. I've always got, a notepad on me if my phone ever dies. Like I'm always jotting down 2-liners, 4 bars here and there. And then, once I have that beat, I can start workshopping the things that I have. So I'd say it's kind of like a simultaneous thing, but the music thing, it's really, I start with a beat and that kind of gets me into a mood, a feel, and that's where it goes.
All right.
I love it. So you know what? That kind of reminds me when you said J. Cole. Like the one thing I love about J. Cole and his music is the fact that like I don't know if he does beats first or lyrics first, but I feel like his words rhyme with the song, if that makes sense. Like his words just fit with the flow, like the way he cadences them, you know what I mean? Like they stop and drop at the same time as the beat and everything. Right. So I feel like I kind of agree with what you said there.
James, we got to get him on the show, find out.
Right. Hey, if J. Cole's out there, if you know J. Cole, holla at us, for real.
But all right, so just to add to that, but just to add to that, I think it's just an advantage of, you know, making your own beats and then writing on them is you already know them kind of inside out, so you can attack them in a way that you feel is right. So yeah, I totally agree.
Right.
Exactly. You know how to flow on them. So, all right, well, what's the name of the song that you're currently working on?
No current name for it. I mean, I could throw any random word at you and say it was the title, but we could say let's just say it's called Personal, you know? Okay. All right, we can go title, but we could go you know, Personal. So something like that. And it's just, you know, it's one of those things where I made the beat. I had a few lines, I'm just workshopping this verse on this beat and different flows with it. So we'll see if y'all enjoy. I'll give you a little taste of it.
Yeah, and what inspired you to write this song, Personal?
Man, to be honest, the song had a lot of inspiration. Just came from, you know, I don't even think it's called inspiration because I was just locked up for the year. You know what I'm saying? Like not locked up, but you know, we were all locked down in quarantine. Like we were all locked down in quarantine, and so you know, when you're stuck in your four walls, you kind of don't have a choice but to face what you've been procrastinating on, and so there it is. You know, sometimes you just force yourself to put the work in, and I think that's kind of like the story behind, if I remember correctly, Born Sinner. The way that J. Cole kind of formulated the album was he really forced himself. Like he looked up a lot of different ways to boost his creativity. He sat in a room and just did it. And I think that's a really famous kind of lesson that I took from that. Is sometimes you just gotta run it. So this song is just it's built with different aspects of my life now, and also like during that time in 2020 in mind, and hopefully I just communicate some of that stuff, you know.
Well, we're excited to hear this. I mean, audience, if you guys are ready for 𝗥𝗏𝗏, he's going to perform a little bit of Personal, his untitled song.
I'm gonna run it off of the speakers behind me. Like you can see, I'm in my home studio. Hopefully the sound is all right. If just let me know if it needs to be lowered or higher. If you can hear the beat. So let me run it real quick and see how it sounds for y'all.
Absolutely. I'm gonna give you the floor though, and then whenever you're ready, it's all yours.
All right, it's playing now. Is it audible?
Yep, we hear you clear.
All right, awesome. Great. I'm gonna just turn it up real quick. All right, I'm gonna run it back one more time. I'm sorry about that. Here we go. Just start off from the very beginning. So just tell me what you want, what you really, really want. The currency, I want millions up the arm. Said, currently got $1 million on my arm, but love don't cost a thing if the minimum is your all. Man, though, so sin is always involved. Moments when I notice iridium in my heart, it's heavy. Dealing with thoughts too long is deadly. I knew a little, then now I know I'm a little more. And don't know nobody who never had to evolve. We just changed when change came. We just stay loyal to the cause. Business over family, I keep pouring my tea and continue minding my own. And the grind to me, it calls. Can't go 50-50, I'm diving in by the nose. To be blunt, I need a light to bring me home. Some sight to right my wrongs. These insecurities feel like I'm gripping with sore thumbs, but it's on now. Almost home now. Feeling strong now. For a minute I was zoning, now I'm in my zone now. Cold as Roman ass, naked through the snow, all alone, and I rolled past your ass in a snowplow. I could never slow down. If I spoke out my dreams and announced them to a ghost town, I could never leave it or slow down. This way my soul sounds. 𝗥𝗏𝗏, that means I'm mastering my flow now. If you ain't know it, then you know now. Yeah. Now, would I rather go drinking with the homies or smoke a little dro? Man, homies already know. I turn the knob, step inside, leave that shit ajar. That's for y'all. Thus fulfills the purpose of the door. Said, would I rather go drinking with the homies or smoke one all alone? Man, don't take it personal. I turn the knob and step inside, leaving it ajar. That's for y'all. Thus fulfills the purpose of the door. You know, and that's a little something. That's all I got for that one. Well, that's all I can share for this one. Yeah,
awesome. Thank you for sharing that with us. You have like a real spoken word type of flow.
Thanks, like that's how it's always been. That's just been my my kind of go-to is my history in Def Jam, spoken word. Just growing up with that stuff on HBO, just and on YouTube and stuff. And yeah, that's where I get a lot of inspiration for writing, at least.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, Jams, what did you think?
I like it. So like the beginning of it was a little choppy, you know, like the beginning of it was a little bit, you know, like just needs to be smoothed out a little bit. But then towards like the middle and the end, you started really hitting the flow on it, you know, and it was really good. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm seeing, you know. So I would just say just smooth out and mellow out that beginning part, but the middle and the end is really dope. You got a good flow to you.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, everybody, you can follow 𝗥𝗏𝗯 at 𝗥𝗏𝗯. You probably need to write that down because it's structured a little differently. But yeah, I think he has a lot more to come. And if you follow him, I've checked out your stuff on SoundCloud. He has a lot of material on there. So make sure you.
Can I also just make a real quick plug? I'm also on Spotify currently under the name Jax, JACS.
Okay.
You know, if you all want to check out my music there, I have some tracks up that are going to be kind of reworked in the coming days. But you know, if you want to jump on Spotify, look that up. Is there like a chat that I could throw up, like maybe one of the names of like the songs? Is that going to be something that could pop up real quick?
No, on the social media right after you're done with this segment, you can go on and type it in the comment section.
All right, cool. Yeah, so there you go. I'll throw that in.
Thank you so much, 𝗥𝗏𝗯, for being on our show, our drafted artist for episode 2.
Yes,
so
that was
much.
dope.
I appreciate the platform. Thank you for the feedback. And yeah, I can't wait to share more of this stuff with you and the audience and everybody. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, man.
Absolutely.
Well, we're definitely going to be seeing you soon. Take it easy, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah, take care, y'all. Have a good night.
Give it up for 𝗥𝗏𝗯. Peace.
Woo!
All right, off to a good start. Definitely I felt the knowledge being kicked towards me. I'm like, ooh, all right.
He got a good flow. Yeah, he definitely has a good flow.
Yeah, absolutely. So Jams, I'm really excited about this next segment. I've been psyched about this even since you interviewed me. You were like, oh, what is one of your segments you're looking forward to? I'm excited for this segment, which is Beast with the Beats. Producers going head to head. And we have 3 beasts that are, we're about to see what happens. But we're going to get started. I'll let you know what Beast with the Beast is about because I'm sure most of you caught the versus matches recently with the rematch with Timbo the King and Swizz the Monster this past Sunday. I've been watching Tim and Swizz go back and forth with the versus thing like before the pandemic. And like the musical sparring between 2 beasts is it's enough to make any music artist or person go crazy just watching that, you know, all that tension, but also spreading love to each other. But instead of 2 beasts, we're unleashing 3 right now. All right, so here we go. The first beast hails all the way from Brooklyn, New York City. His name is HipxGawd, and he's a new school beast of rising producers, having produced for about a year and a half, has garnered placement and production credits with local and out-of-state artists hailing from Brooklyn, New York. His style of production is extremely versatile, crafting beats in genres such as boom bap, commercial hip hop, trap, Latin, trap, R&B, Afro beats, and drill. Damn. The meticulous approach he takes has come from the influences of producers he appreciates from old school producers such as Scott Storch, Dr. Dre, Pete Rock, Ninth Wonder, Static Selector, T-Minus, and so forth. The recent school influences he gives credit to are ones like Vidon, 1500 Nothing, DJ 𝗨𝗪𝗓, Teddy Walton, Hit Boy, Boy Wonder, and Illmind. The immense amount of understanding from the production side plays a part in his own sound as a recording artist and as an audio engineer. He continues to cultivate and push the sound sonically, not only for himself, but also for the artists that he works with. Everybody, please give it up for HipxGawd. What's good, HipxGawd? One more time. Give it up for you're muted. I got you muted. I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, you're muted yourself.
Now you get him.
There we go.
What's going on, HipxGawd? How you doing?
Blessed, living, man, alive. I'm here.
All right. Well, we're excited to have you here. Just so you know, HipxGawd, yes, he is a producer, but he's also a music artist, and he will be coming back on one of our later episodes as an artist to give us a special performance. But we're not here for that right now. We're here for the beats.
Let's see what you got.
Yeah, I mean, the floor is yours right now. You have let's see. I have you on 2 screens. You let me know which one you want to work with.
I'm working with either or. Right now, I'm working with the front one, so let's go with that one.
All right, so hold on. Everybody, please give it up for HipxGawd. He's about to unleash one of his beats. I'm going to close this off because we need all the attention we could get.
So just right now, the beat I'm about to play is, I want to surprise y'all a little bit. So the beat I'm about to play is actually me and a collaboration with me and DJ Gig. It's a drill beat we collabed on that we're trying to get a placement for. So let me know what y'all think, and we'll go from there. And let me know if y'all can hear me clearly too.
Hey, yo, good. Turn it up real quick.
Yo, HipxGawd, you glitching.
Woo! Yo! All right, man. Yo, that was fire right there. Wow. You know what? I think we need to leave us in the screen because I want to see the other producers' reactions when they start to hear these other beasts that are in the room as well.
But we can't see them, though, or the audience can't see them.
I'm going to bring them in right now.
Oh, all right.
All right, HipxGawd. Thank you for that. That was a good first round. That was solid. That was really good way to set it off. But the next guest is none other than the person you collaborated with. And that guy is repping New York City. His name is DJ Gig. Jamie, do you care to give Gig's bio for us?
Absolutely. So he finds his inspiration in many places. He travels to Staten Island and has influenced creative styles and processes. He creates music because music has been his first love since he was 14. He specializes in drill beats and focuses on mastering different genres. He also enjoys working with new and up-and-coming promising artists. His music style is unique, and he's motivated by family, friends, and other producers. He's been creating his art for about a year. His favorite artists are J. Cole, and he finds his work to be, relatable. He connects with the music community by creating a bop that the city can vibe to. His music is currently featured on YouTube, Apple Music, and Tidal. And when people see his work, he hopes that they experience the vibe that he felt while he was making the beat.
Right, and that person is DJ Gig. What is good?
Yo, you already know what it is.
Glitch gang, Team Gig.
You already know. You know the vibes, man.
Nah, man, this is not friendly competition. We got.
I'm a crush all of them. It's over.
Brandon's trying to ruin everybody here, making it all like.
All right.
I got something in my bag. I got something. All
right.
Yeah, let's go.
Gig,
let's go.
I'm gonna leave you there. You're gonna get our reactions as we go nuts to whatever you're about to play for us. The floor is yours, sir. Up whenever you're ready.
Let's get it going. Hold on 1 second. Let's get it going. Yeah. Different. Let's get it going.
Hey, yo, good. Turn it up real quick.
This shit. Hey.
Fire.
Hey.
All right, yo.
Got over there getting it.
Okay.
I see you.
I see. Yeah, definitely. We see you. We hear you, man. All right. So this is a good first round.
I just wanted to say something real quick. Just because HipxGawd, I know it's a competition, but just because HipxGawd brought out that one we collabed on, this is the one that we collabed on for my album coming out too. That's the beat he got on.
Okay.
So
Wow.
we got something coming.
This is a personal rivalry we got going on here. All right, y'all. I see you.
Yeah, I'm loving it. Everybody in the audience, you can definitely, I mean, there's no love lost here. Type in the producer you're feeling the most, or the beast that you feel like is unleashing right now. We have one more beast though. We cannot forget about our third guest, and you know, he is coming all the way from Queens, New York City. He goes by JVHKALA. He's a music producer, songwriter, artist, and a videographer. From the early age of 3 or 4, he learned music from both parents who ran a teaching business. They held recitals where he would perform playing the piano. In 2007, JVHKALA started producing beats with GarageBand. In 2013, he upgraded to Logic Pro X, allowing him to advance his creative process. In addition to his open mic performance of his original songs, he also began producing and recording songs with other artists. Within that time, he met another artist at the Funkadelic Studios, open mic, who invited him out to the 𝗟𝗏𝗏 Beat Showcase, which he began to participate in as well. This eventually led him to meet multi-platinum Grammy-winning producer 𝗟𝗏𝗋 for the first time. All right, so we're gonna give it up for JVHKALA. He's about to come out and do his thing. Audience, please give it up for JVHKALA. What is good?
JVHKALA.
Oh my guy.
All right, how's the audio, Jay?
What's going on?
You got a tag team partner there with you? What's going on? Who's that? Who's that?
Thanks.
That's none other than Superlative Sain, and he's going to be our amplified artist. They're actually in the recording studio right now, so we caught him at a good time. But Jay, these guys brought it. I feel you, man. I feel you're going to bring something too. So let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it.
All right. Let's see. Oh, let's start with this one.
Oh.
Yo.
That was
Let's get some cheers in for that one. Hold on. That was dope. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, that drop when I fell off my chair for a second. I was like, yeah.
I was like,
all right.
Ooh.
So now you know what each producer is working with. We're gonna give you one more time around. Just give us a sample. Try to keep it a little bit shorter. HipxGawd, it's on you. One more. Just give us one more after hearing these two other beats. What you got?
So this is a song I produced for a Colombian artist by the name of Puro Lucho, who I'm really close with, and I'm kind of developing his style. But I produced the beat because he's Colombian, so he wanted some Spanish bolero music on the guitar sample. So what I did was I took some guitar samples, added some flutes, and added a variety of other percussion to bring it together and give it that nice Colombian narcos type of feel. You know what I'm saying? With some 808s. So let me know what y'all think from that. I'm gonna play it right now.
Yo, we ready? Let's go.
Yo, HipxGawd, you glitching.
All right. He just took it up a notch. Like
that was good, man.
Yeah, you know we can see you guys, right? You know, it's a friendly competition because I can see you making that stank face, like Well, I feel like Gig is prepping. Did you change your song, Gig, or did you going with the one you had originally?
He looks like it, right?
Listen, I didn't think he was gonna do all. I didn't think he was gonna do all that. I'm gonna hit back though. I got some. Hold up. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got.
Hey, okay. Turn it up, bro.
Yeah, that's the vibe.
Yeah, yo.
That's
that
what
shit puts me in a zone, bro. Like I
want to. This Corona got me inside the crib. I want to go on a stage and rock the stage with that right there.
I got you. June's about to kill it. I already see it coming because Sain is acting a fool back there.
Yeah, I see it. He in his laptop too much. I see him going in his laptop too much.
I'm scared, yo. Honestly, I'm scared because the level of, I mean, you guys are doing your thing. Each one of you have your own style, but you're killing it. We have one more guy. So, 𝗟𝗓𝙑, let's wrap it up, man. What you got?
All right.
All right, Jams. First of all, that brought me back to like old Kanye. Like that was like, yo, that took me back. But with a new, like a really new, fresh taste on it, man. That good shit.
Nah, I feel different, man. I feel like that was I felt like I was like down in Colombia. Like I had a little bit of, a little y'all.
Yeah, a little. I feel like, yeah,
little Miami.
a little.
I can hear 𝗍𝗑 on that with a little Miami flair on it.
That's a fact. I was about to say that Miami vibe.
I can go to the Spanish artists and be like, I can hear Bad Bunny. I can hear 𝗟𝗏𝗪𝗏. I can hear 𝗥𝗶𝗰𝗵𝗶𝗲. I can hear a bunch of people.
I'm trying to get you on that hit.
Yeah.
Oh, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that.
Don't tell them
like a whole beat. Oh, that's
wow. That's a hell of a compliment.
That's big right there.
That's big.
All right, so the reason why I put together Beats with the Beats is because I really wanted to shine a little light on what goes on behind the scenes. You guys are doing so much work. You guys are the reason why artists like myself and millions of other recording artists put a pen to the paper and just start getting creative. So we want to know, like, what is your process like? Like, HipxGawd, if you were to make a beat, how would that look? Like, can you narrate or even give us a sample of your process?
Yeah, so like my process consists of, I go based off emotion. So a lot of my music is very spiritual for me, very cathartic. So that day, if I'm pissed off, I'm gonna come in here. I either hit up Gig like, yo, let me get a loop or something, or I go through my pack. So I'll sample something from a classic record and I'll re-innovate it into something totally different. So I'll change the pitch, I'll change the octaves, I'll change the harmonics of it. I'll throw some drip plugin on there, or maybe a RC20 colorizer, just to kind of really give it a whole new feel, but you could kind of still hear the element of what was.
Can you give us an example of what you're talking
about? I have a beat here where I took a sample and it was from like an 80s Latin pop record from like Puerto Rico. And what I did was I threw some drip plugin from Kyle Beats, and then I threw a RC20 colorizer, which is a VST that we use to manipulate like chords and stuff of that nature, like loops. So I threw that in there with that, and I made a Latin R&B trap record, and it's called 𝗥𝗶𝗰𝙵, which is out on streaming right now, featuring my boy Puro Lucha. But I originally made the beat in mind for like somebody like Bad Bunny, Mike Towers, somebody who's very versatile and can fluctuate with melodies and rapping and stuff like that. So this will be the record. I'm gonna show you the beat. Unless y'all want to hear the record, I can show you the beat, but I'm gonna show you the beat. And here we go. I'm gonna play it right now. So this is the beat right here.
Yo, HipxGawd, you glitching.
Yo.
Yeah, that was dope. That was dope.
Bro, chill.
You making people mad, HipxGawd.
All right, Gig, what is your process now that he gave you some of his secrets right there? That was some sauce right there. What's some of your process?
So basically, how I do music is I wake up in the morning. I feel like every day I wake up in the morning, the first song I hear during the day is what sets the tone for me for the whole day, no matter what my mood is. So if I wake up and I'm feeling like most of the time I wake up and I want to listen to some drill music. So I wake up, get on my laptop, maybe I'll hit some strings. Let's see if I can give you a little taste real quick. Let's see. So maybe I'll hit some strings or some pianos like this. Something like that, right? Then maybe I could throw in some strings. And then you know.
Hey, okay. Turn it up real quick.
It's just a little, you got to get that bop, that New York bop.
Yeah, hell yeah.
The New York bop, my inspiration off of all these drill beats is Pop Smoke. He started everything for me, like with anything with drill. Rest in peace, He started the whole wave. Then, Fabio Foreign came up out of nowhere with Big Drip, which even motivated everybody in New York City to get on this drill wave. So this album that I got coming out, Tunnel Vision, is all inspired from Pop Smoke's drill wave that he introduced really to New York City.
Yo,
so let me ask all y'all a question. I got a question for everybody in the room right now. So we are heavy in New York right now with the producers and whatnot. So I want to know, do you think New York has its own unique sound when it comes to producing beats?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Come to producing beats, absolutely. 100%. Because each different, go ahead, bro.
I feel like, especially with like the whole Brooklyn drill sound, I feel like that was like it came from another sound, but the way how we kind of evolved it, how New York evolved it and changed it into completely something different than what the UK guys are doing, to the point that it's a whole different sound now. Like, I feel like that's amazing. And even before that, if we want to go back to the early hip hop days.
Mhm.
It started in New York, so if anything, everybody's jacking our sound. But then they're like making it their own. You know what I'm saying?
They're flipping it, yeah.
But a lot of things come full circle because, like, I'm a student of the game. I'm about to be 33, so like I'm like right in the middle. I'm between the golden era and I'm between the new school era. So I have the dichotomy of understanding what was and what is, and be able to combine both. There's like records I have like Fruition, where I take a boom bap sample and make a boom bap rhythm to a beat, but then I throw in a fast trap hi-hat in it just to give it some flavor. With Chicago being the forefront of the drill music and what it was, and then it went to London, it went to Australia, it went to Korea, it kind of traveled the world, and each region has its own flavor of adding to it. But one thing that New York does specifically that is completely unique is, one, the energy, two, our verbiage, the way we talk, the way we sound, the way we dance, so that we incorporate anywhere from the urban style to the old school style to getting light and getting fresh and showtime, and we add that all into the music. The energy cannot be denied. No disrespect to any other coast, because I have my favorite flavors from each coast, and I enjoy it. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody doing like us out here.
Kendrick, we got Nipsey, we got Kendrick, we got 1500 Nothing's one of my favorites, and they straight West Coast artists. But the way they can put synthesizers and things like that of that nature and play it out so fluidly is amazing. But New York, we continue to adapt and continue to evolve in certain degrees of layers in certain things. And that's what separates us from the other states, even though the current state is drill, trap, and other things of that nature.
Right. And also the next Beast with the Beat segment, which is coming on in a future episode, actually are UK producers. So you will get a different taste of what's coming in the future.
Cool.
But we got one more. JWJWLZ, what is your process of when you're creating a beat? Like, how is your structure?
Well, usually it depends. Some days I might start with a melody. Sometimes I might start with drums. If I start with drums, it might give me more of like a rhythmic feel. And it might even turn out to be like less of a melodic beat, and it's just more of like drums and 808. But like if I was to use a beat, like even that Bodega Cat beat, for example, that I played previously.
Yeah.
Started with the sample, but after that, ended up using adding some drum layers and chopping it up in a specific way in order for me to get I usually chop up my samples into different sections. So like that hook section, a verse area where it's more, open for the artist to like rap, and then like the big, hit the chorus, the hook. So that's usually how I do it. I don't have it set up right now. But it's usually my process.
Well, thank you for sharing that with us, guys. Again, thank you for being a part of our first ever segment for Beast with the Beast. All of you did your thing. For the audience, please type in which beast was your favorite.
Yes.
I mean, they all
let me get y'all some applause.
Yeah.
If I can do a quick plug real quick. June 10th.
Go ahead.
My record drops called Boss, June 10th. It's on all streaming platforms around the world, including Instagram, TikTok, and all that stuff. Make sure to look out for that. June 10th is going to drop. And I want to give a shout out to Superlative Sain, JWJWLZ, Team Gig, everybody from Live and UnTAPT, Invasion Music, everybody. Thank y'all for hosting me, and I appreciate being here.
Yeah. Absolutely. Glad to have you guys.
Thank you.
Take care. All right. Wow. It made me want to start writing some songs. I was like, yo, give me a second. Play that back.
I'm telling you, that last beat, man, I was like, I could definitely see somebody just coming in and ripping that to shreds. Like, that'd be cool. That'd be dope.
I think people are already trying to sample it, and they're like, hold on, where do I download? How can I?
Wait, let me record this.
All right. So, Jamie, do you want to introduce our first amplified artist? We're bringing them back on.
Yes, absolutely. So our next segment again, folks, is Amplified. This section features an exclusive interview with a music artist and their career up until now. We'll get to know a little bit more about their creative process, their inspirations, future projects, and more. And they've been preparing to do a live performance of their newest songs for us. So if you remember, at the beginning of the show, we mentioned that our special guest for tonight, Ritchie Valentino, is actually on his way to the studio. So we're going to get that live performance later on this evening. But our first guest for tonight on Amplified is going to be Superlative Sain, and that means the best and wait, I'm sorry, let me read that again. Meaning the best of, and sane meaning to bless. So it's a multi-talented creative born in the UK. So finally we got somebody outside of New York. Yep. And raised in Holland's Queens, you know, even though he's still in Queens though. Growing up, Sain always connected with music by singing with his mother, who was a vocalist in a church choir, and also grew up singing. As a child, art was always a passion in Sain's life. From drawing full-length comic books to even designing logos, art was always a staple in his life. Picking up the art of rapping in his early years of college, Sain continued with his love of the arts and always wanted to bring his friends with him wherever he went. Co-creating the creative collective group OGWN with longtime friend Diverse Concept, he began expanding his ever-growing catalog simply because he loved making music. So while working a full-time job, going to school for graphic design, pursuing music, plus working as a professional freelance photographer, Superlative Sain takes the term artist to an entirely new level by designing his own merch and clothing line, Be Superlative, and directing and filming and editing his music videos. Check out this talented artist and be a part of his rise. Please, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Superlative Sain.
Yay! There he is. He's back at it again. How you doing, man?
Yeah.
I'm doing pretty good.
All right, so we want to get to know you a little bit better. The first thing we want to know is what first got you into music and who inspired you to make music?
Well, I've kind of been into music my entire life. Like bio was, like I've been singing my whole life, but I got into rapping into like my early years of college. My bro, Diverse Concept, I met him in the cafeteria of our college, and hey, you like to sing. He likes to rap. We meet each other, and from there we kind of just became like the best of friends. We started like rapping and singing. He kind of got me into rapping, and I got singing more. So now we both do both. And then from there, a lot of people that was just inspiring me were the people that were around me. A lot of my peers who I also saw making music, and I just thought that their music was amazing. And I'm like, man, if I could get in the studio and just do something like that, I feel like that would be ill. And then I just started making music.
Wow,
that's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah. So for those folks that may not be familiar with your music and your catalog, how would you describe your sound, you know, and the type of music that you typically create?
So for a while, I didn't know what I wanted to do because I started rapping and I liked rapping so much that I kind of started putting singing on the back burner. But then I think like around 2017, I met Josh. Like I had started singing more in my music, but I really wasn't like really singing. I was just doing background vocals, and everybody would hear my music and be like, "Yo, who's that singer in the background?" And I'm like, "Oh, me."
That's me.
So like a couple of my friends were like, "Yo, you should sing more." So 2017, I was like, you know what? Let me kind of switch up my sound a little bit, and I started incorporating my singing into my rapping. So like, for example, I would start a verse off rapping, but then midway through, I would just start singing. And then I'd go back into rapping, and then I might be singing on the hook. And then like, I might just reverse that whole method for the second verse. So I felt like that was my sound because I didn't really hear a lot of people doing it. Only people that I would hear doing it was like Drake. But Drake.
I was going to say that.
Yeah, like Drake is doing it, but not to the level that I was doing it. Like I was like fully singing, like belting out notes that that Drake probably can't hit. But,
yeah. Oh, shots fired.
I've heard Drake live sing. I've heard Drake sing live, and I'm like, you sound great on studio.
But saying who? Well, that brings me good. And it's an interesting question. Who would you want to collaborate? Like, who's your dream collaboration with that's still alive today?
I have just a couple. One of them would be one of my other inspirations that I started listening to this YouTuber a couple years ago, around when he was like 16, 17. And I've kind of been following his journey. I think he's like 25 now. And I'm like,
wow.
Like I'm older than him, but his drive and his music and how he creates his music and how open he is with his audience, it really inspired me to adapt a lot of that into how I was doing things. I would, like, for example, just be on social media and just have the camera on recording me in my studio session, just to show the people a little bit more like behind the scenes. So that would be a bit of an inspiration. Other than that,
and who's the artist? I don't.
Oh, his name is Russell. He used to go by Pride. He also used to go by 𝗟𝗏, but then, you know, as artists we grow. Eventually, we may need to change.
Gotcha.
He's a Canadian artist.
Oh, okay.
A lot of Canadian artists.
Yeah, they pretty fire. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
All right. So, what can we expect from you in the near future? Like, do you have any projects coming up? What's on the horizon for you?
Currently, I'm getting ready to drop probably either the last video or the second to last video from my project that I released in December, called IDC2. The last video is going to be called Humble and Cozy. I'm going to drop that probably within like the next week or so. But other than that, being that I haven't really dropped a lot of music this year, because I dropped a lot of music last year, I've been working on this album called Joy. So far, I have about like 10 songs on it. A bunch of them are produced by JVHKALA. All of them, I believe, are recorded and engineered by JVHKALA as well. But I also have an EP that JVHKALA is going to completely executively produce. That's going to be the possible final installation to my IDC projects. And I figured might as well just have my bro just produce the entire thing.
Absolutely. You guys, like, I've heard some of your stuff together. You guys make some incredible music. So tell us about the song that you have ready to perform for us right now. Like, what is that?
I had a song. JVHKALA just ran upstairs real quick. I'll just tell you about it.
Okay.
It's a song that's out already. I released a music video, a visual album to it called Growth. The song is called 𝗥𝗶𝗰𝗵𝗶𝗲. It's probably the song that has taken me the longest to write. It took about 5 years collectively to write. I started writing it 5 years ago. Well, 6 years ago at this point, when I was getting out of a relationship with somebody that I was with. We were together for about I think a year and a half. And then I found out about half of that year, she was cheating on me with somebody that I was close with. And I was like, damn, that's crazy. So I wrote the first verse, and it was to a completely different beat. And then I switched it up and I finished the second verse, because originally the second verse was supposed to be for somebody else. And they flopped on me twice. And I don't like to ask people things more than twice, because then I feel like I'm nagging you. So that song's called 𝗥𝗶𝗰𝗵𝗶𝗲. Hey Jay, can you set up 𝗥𝗶𝗰𝗵𝗶 for me?
Sure.
So Sain, I actually checked out your SoundCloud, and I was playing all of them, not fully through, just to get an idea.
Mm-hmm.
And when I came to 𝗥𝗶, I think I listened to the whole thing, because it was like a scene in a movie, or something that just really you just get pulled in.
Yeah,
because it's so story based, but at the same time it's so emotionally driven. So
yeah,
I'm excited to see this live now that I've already heard the recording.
Me too. But you got to tell us when you're ready for it, though.
Oh, we're moving the table.
Oh, wow. We getting a whole acapella.
no.
This is great.
Thank you everybody who's been watching also. Just a quick shout out while Jay's getting everything ready. Jay and I are part of a music group called WJMS. We're releasing a new song called Pokédex really soon. It's been in the works for a couple years, but we just wanted to make sure we got it right. And I think we do, and we're going to shoot a whole musical visual production to it, and we're going to drop it, and it's going to be amazing.
Right.
That sounds
We're
dope.
excited.
I
I'm gonna give
appreciate
you the
artists that
floor
are like,
now.
I want to make sure it's right before I drop it. You know what I mean? Like artists that put that extra effort in to be like, I'm not just going to drop something that's half-assed. I'm going to make sure this is on point and legit. So I appreciate you as an artist for that.
Absolutely. appreciate you for appreciating me for that. Like, we got to take our time. We've been doing this too long, you know?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to give you the floor whenever you're ready. Just, it's all yours. Everybody, this is Superlative Sain with his song X.
Gonna hit him with some applause.
Before the performance.
And hopefully he's ready.
There we go. So this is X, y'all. Yeah, I'm a fake mic. Damn, it's all good. All right, here we go. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. There is a reason why you and me, we don't talk no more. And why all my friends don't say hi no more. And why you won't get knocking at your door. There is a reason you want my ex. Why you and me, we don't talk no more. And why all my friends don't say hi no more. And why you won't get knocking at your door. There is a reason you want my ex. Now there's a couple reasons why we ain't together. Remember when you said that we would last through any weather. No matter what happened, you still get out, will last forever. Well, what happened to forever? Got me feeling like forget a life. Yeah, now it's the same old cycle. Now we going back and forth, girl. Now you push, I pull. What we doing, girl, it's like we vicious, I know. It's like we hate each other, but the love's like high notes. It's beautiful like making love in the studio. And you thought that I was staying, that our love was immovable. What you did was inexcusable. What I did, I thought I never do. Now you stuck being number two. You say you wanted the truth, so I hopped up in the booth. I got nothing to lose, I done gave you the truth. With my shoulder, you know I cruise, I'm rolling up with the crew. You will never be a part of anything that we do. There is a reason why you and me, we don't talk anymore. And why all my friends don't say hi no more. And why you won't get knocking at your door. There is a reason you are my ex. Why you and me, we don't talk anymore. And why all my friends don't say hi no more. And why you won't get knocking at your door. There is a reason you want my ex. Thought I can get over you with somebody else. That won't work out for me too good. That wasn't good for my health. So I just kept it pushing, growing, slowly gaining self-worth. Love for myself and what I do, I don't need no one else. Don't come knocking my door. I really don't want you no more. Remember we cried on the floor, and now that shit's gone out the door. I tried to save what little love we had, but now it's gone. And now we can't be friends no more, so please don't call my phone. There's a reason why you and me, we don't talk no more. And why all my friends don't say hi no more. And why you won't catch me knocking at your door. There is a reason you are my ex, my ex. Why you and me, we don't talk no more. And why all my friends don't say hi no more. And why you won't catch me knocking at your door. There is a reason you are my ex. My ex, my ex, my ex, yeah.
Woo. Good shit, man. Thank you for that. One more time, that is Superlative Sain. Thank you so much for performing that. Really appreciate it, man.
Thank you, thank you.
Is that one produced by JWJWLZ also, or is that before you guys met up?
It was supposed to be produced by Jay. But it's okay because he's actually reproducing the song that made me kind of switch up my style of music. It was taken down from streaming services, which was a blessing and a curse. It's okay because that just made me want to just redo it and do it better, do a better video for it, and then I'm going to put it on the album.
All right. Yeah, well, thank you for doing that for us. And I'm trying to get a hold of Richie Valentino. Not sure what's going on. Also, we have, I believe, 𝗥𝗏𝗯 said, tight J Holiday vibes. Definitely feel the J Holiday vibes.
Oh,
Definitely. I was gonna say that. I'm like, I could well, I don't think I'm breaking up anytime soon, but back in the day, like I could see myself just cruising in my car or like turning that up in my apartment, just vibing out to it. Like, just you need like a good breakup song when you're going through it with somebody. Like, you need something to just be like, So that's that one. Yeah, exactly.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, well, thank you for being on our show, and I think we have to wrap it up because I can't seem to get a hold of him. But thank you to the Beast with the Beast artists. Thank you to 𝗥𝗏𝗯 for being our drafted artist, and of course our amplified artist Superlative Sain. Go check out his music on SoundCloud. I think you're on all platforms as well. You can look him up, and yes, also he has his merchandise. And you can follow us on. Let me bring that up one more time.
Wait, did we give him an opportunity to shout out his contact information?
Oh, we can give it to him one more time. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not sure if we got it.
Thank everybody for watching. If you guys want to follow me, actually, not even if you guys want to follow me, you should follow me. All my friends know.
Confidence.
Definitely, the name is right there. If you don't know how to spell it, it's SUPERLATIVE.SAIN. That's on everything. If you just Google it, Superlative Sain, all my stuff comes up, and you can just follow me everywhere, watch all my videos, and listen to my music, and then listen to my friends. We're great.
That was the best plug ever.
I love that. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you.
All right.
And also, you can follow live.untapped. That is our IG. In our description has our link tree where you can see previous episodes like episode 1, and this will also be up there. And also the links to watch our future episodes are also on there. You can follow us on Facebook, which is also live.untapped. And and I'm Brandon, aka Invasion. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's invasion.music. And that over there is Jams.
So you pointed to the left, but I'm on your right.
You didn't let me finish.
No,
you didn't let me finish.
I'm one of these ways. Whatever. If you guys want to follow me, you can catch me on Facebook at Jamie Jam, and I am on Instagram at @just_jams. If you want to follow the radio station over this side. There you go. You can check out WJMS Radio on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. If you're an artist who's watching this right now or anything like that, and you are interested in getting your music played on the station, please holla at your girl. All right. And I want to thank all the special guests that we had for tonight, all of the segments that we did, all the comments that we got in our chat over here. It's been amazing. You guys have been showing so much love. Beast with the Beats, Amplified, and Drafted, and everybody. Thank you guys so much for being with us tonight. We'll be back again with another new episode next week. Brandon, you want to give them a little bit of a sneak peek on what's coming next week, or are we going to hit them with suspense?
No, I can give you a little sneak peek. We're actually taking it over to dance hall. We have a reggae artist. We also have 2 other new up-and-coming artists that are going to be on the show. Our special guest is Yash, the creator of the 4-Bar app, and also DJ Future, the CEO of Syndicate Music Group. So we have 2 special guests. We have an amplified artist, and we have 2 drafted artists, and we're going to probably drop some hook and verses. See how much time we have left for that. And also, we might hit you with the 4-bar challenge. We're going to pull people in to drop 4 bars for us live on the spot.
Wow. No pressure, people. No pressure, people. Start writing your raps right now.
Everybody stay safe. Have a great weekend. And, weekend's over. Have a great week. And,
we'll see you next Sunday. Thank you for reminding me. Gosh.
Peace out, everybody.
Bye.